Hey there, it's Bootsowen here. I'm going to do a quick update video. I'll start off by looking at this Beko washing machine, the WX84234W. I've done another test wash in it. I was having an issue that it would finish washing and have a load of water in the bottom. And it looks like it's done a proper job this time. This was on a 40 cottons, I think. It was on cottons anyways. It might have been 60. Might have been 40. I had been putting the hose into the bowl to see what was coming out. That's how I tend to do a test wash. But what was happening with this one, I think, was that whenever it had finished pumping, it would suck back in a bowl's worth or half a bowl's worth of water. So it stopped doing that now because I put the hose over here. That's something that I didn't know, a little trick I didn't know about, or a little problem that I didn't know about. So I got my rags clean. I think this machine's fine, this Beko. This is the one that had the leak on the back of it from the little hose, little breather hose going to the. I wonder was it an anti-siphon hose actually, or it was an anti-airlock hose or something like that. I don't know. The hose was off. It leaked. I fixed it. Then I had a few mystery test washes. It's gotten quite dusty because I've been doing a lot of sawing. I've been fixing up a bathroom in the house. AEG on the other hand, well this one ain't working. It's got various issues and it's not even. It's definitely not worth fixing. I'm humming and hawing to myself. It's definitely not worth fixing because the motor control board, I think, not the motor control board, the PCB up on top that controls the little fan motor for the dryer isn't working right, and that's it's like 150 quid or something for the board. So even though it's a nice clean machine, although I say that, and I did notice there's a spot of rust down the bottom there, so it's not as new as it looks. So it's not, it's not the end of the world. Over on the saw bench, I've got some mirrors that I found. These are Ikea mirrors, and I'm not sure if they're toughened glass or not, so I don't know if I can cut them. But my idea was these are the quite heavy cast metal doors from Miele washing machines. I've got two different sized ones. What I was going to do was cut the mirror into a circle so it would fit inside, and then just clamp it in here using the clamps that came with it, maybe. You can see up there there's a Velux window above me, which is quite nice. It lets a little light into the workshop. Clamp them in and make two kind of porthole mirrors. I thought that'd be cool. Coming up in the future, Dualit toaster video. I made one video about my white Dualit toaster and it's been quite popular. So I'll make another one. I think this one works, but I'm not sure. So I'll take it apart and test it and put it back together again, and that'll be a video. I got a Sibo vacuum cleaner recently. This is like a hotel vacuum cleaner. I think they're really expensive when they're new. This one, the plastic bracket that joins the bottom to the top in there is broken. So it's a bit of a dud. I think it works. I think it comes on, and I found some spare parts for it as well. Bags and hoses and bits and nozzles and stuff. So that was separate to the machine. So I might get it going, or I might not. The thing I really want to make a video of, and I've been promising it for a long time, is this TDA 1085C control board that I fitted to the big grindstone. I didn't find it actually. I bought an oscilloscope recently for spares, and it almost works. And I have another oscilloscope, and I wanted to play with oscilloscopes and see what kind of power output comes from this control board, and compare that to the SCR voltage regulators that I've made videos of for washing machine motor speed control. You can see there's a few washing machine motors up on the bench. They're all there from doing the Bosch washing machine investigation videos. Yeah, there they are. Haven't moved them out of the way yet. This is an interesting thing. This is a mighty meter, and I was given that when I got the oscilloscope just as some kind of a thing to sweeten the deal. It's missing parts, but it works as a battery tester and as a continuity tester, which is really all it does. It'll test batteries up to 15 volts and it'll test continuity. It's a really awful thing, really, but I kind of like it. Like, it doesn't do anything compared to one of these cheap multimeters. John Ward, JW, posted a video about the mighty meter on YouTube a long time ago. If you search on YouTube, you'll find it. He's more than critical about them. He got one in an original box which is quite something. Spare vacuum cleaner. This one's, the cable's been cut on it, and I think there's a reason for that, although I can't remember. This one, the brush head was too bad, DC 40, but I think the rest of it works, and I've cleaned the canister on it just for fun. Vax 61, which one is it? 6131T Vax. It's a nice machine, but it needs a clean. That's really all it needs, but I haven't got any of the wet and dry stuff or any of the hoses. I have the hose, but not the nozzles and the pipe and stuff, so not sure what to do with that. It's been sat there for getting on 6 months or a year now. 6 months anyways. This one I found recently, and I've made a video of that. Pneumatic NV350. There's a little James in there, I think. I made a video of that. They're both a bit rough, but I think I'll keep this one. Not sure what to do with that one. I've got some electrical items here. These fire alarm switches. I was going to make a video of them, but I haven't done it yet. And I also found these. These are like light bulb socket adapters. So you can power something from your light bulbs. These used to be a thing, I guess, 60 years ago, that kind of time. But not so popular anymore. Over here, it's a bit of a workshop tour more than anything, but it's all an upcoming projects tour. I've got a load of fire bricks and a load of insulating bricks. And I've got some hoses up there, up on top of the lathe, for oxyacetylene welding. And so I want to make a brazing hearth. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I think what I have to do is get rid of this workbench here and modify it or change it around. I use this vise, but the vise itself, the quick release, is broken. I've got a better one somewhere in a cupboard to swap out. This is a workbench I made when I was about 14 or something, so maybe, I don't know, around 20 years ago, if you can do the maths. And it's a nice bench, but I put different legs on it. And the legs here, they're not as strong as the old ones, so I either need to make new legs or need to just put it aside for a while and concentrate on something else for a while. But I thought if I was making a little forge, I'd rather it would be over beside the door, because then I could just have the door open when I'm using it for ventilation. And then the other thing is maybe I should just have it near the big metal work vices. I have two metal work vices, a little record, a big record and a bigger record. 25 and a 24 I think this one is, or 23 and a 25. This one's the one I use all the time. That one, just because it's out of the way, it doesn't get used as much, but it's got a nicer, it's not been used very much at all. I think the guy I got it off had bought it new and not used it much. That's my big mortising machine. It fell off the back of my van whenever I was moving it and I damaged it, but I've just recently repaired it and used it to cut a couple of mortises for some sliding doors. Made some doors with it, so it works fine. It's a funny size. I think it doesn't have any name on it. Oh no, sorry, it does have a name on it. Hague, WB Hague and Company Limited from Oldham, which is not far from here. I've seen a similar one in a book, but it didn't have a motor. It just had a big chisel, and so you had to use it literally manually, pulling the thing down by hand, and very sharp chisels, and just eat out the mortise by hand. It's got a motor, it works fine. It's quite nice really to use. As good as it's as good as the little bench mounted ones, but it's so heavy that it doesn't move when you use them. Some of the bench ones you really have to screw them down, because when you're trying to lift the blade back up again, or the cutter back up again, it gets stuck. There's a Variac up there, a little one. I've been playing with that, but haven't done anything with it. I might make a separate video of it. It's some interesting little effort that has a 22 volt output. I'm not sure what it was for, maybe model railways or something, but I would just cut off this secondary transformer and just use the Variac on the front, because that's really all I'm interested in. Yesterday I did the timing belt on my car, the Volkswagen Golf variant, and I put up a timing belt video whenever I edited it. It took all day. It was much more work than it should have been, but that was because I hadn't got a clear head and some of the parts were extra rusty, it being an old car. So I'll put that up whenever I get it edited, but there's a good bit of editing to do on that one. One of the comments that keeps coming up in videos is, why can I see comments that are older than the video? And I think a lot of the people who watch these update videos know now that the updates and the videos, updates typically are published quite quickly, but all the other videos typically wait a while. They might be in a queue for a couple of weeks, up to a month maybe, because I tend to make a load of videos together and then post them later on, day by day, one at a time. So some people who subscribe to my videos can see them, and if you subscribe to a playlist, or even if you don't subscribe to it but you just look at a playlist, you can see the videos in the playlist. And you might get a notification if you're subscribed to the playlist whenever there's a new video added to it, even though that video is unlisted. So that's how you can see videos straight away. Otherwise, just subscribe to the channel and get a new video every day, because at the moment, for the last 6 months or a year, 6 months, 8 months, I don't know, I've been putting a video up every day. I was also going to tell everybody about the Wash Smash channel. I don't think I've mentioned that in an update video. Wash Smash is my other channel. It's got a similar kind of logo to Bootsowen, but what I've been doing there is taking old washing machine smash videos and just putting them up, and it's more of an experiment with YouTube just to see what YouTube likes, and it's been quite interesting because this channel that you're watching now, the Bootsowen channel, has lots and lots of different types of videos. Videos like this, videos of smashing washing machines, videos that are helpful, videos that are just, they're helpful but they're on completely different topics, cars to washing machines to something else to woodwork. I don't think YouTube really knows how to handle that variety. Some videos I can put up and nobody will watch them. And if I put a thumbnail of a washing machine, for instance on this video, there'll probably be a thumbnail of one of these two washing machines, then people will watch it and it'll get some views initially, and then once it gets views at the start, YouTube seems to want to show it a little bit more. But with Wash Smash, what I've noticed is YouTube's not showing anybody the videos. You've been watching them. People who watch Bootsowen's channel, you've been going across from Bootsowen and from the washing machine destruction playlist and checking out those videos. So I'd be interested to see now if we could get some subscribers on that channel, to see if subscribers drive the traffic. There's about 150 or so subscribers over there at the moment. That's on the Wash Smash channel. But most of the views are coming from the washing machine destruction playlist on the Bootsowen channel, which really only has, I'm pretty sure it only has Bootsowen and Wash Smash smashing videos. So it's a bit of an experiment. It follows on from the questionnaire or the poll that I did about a month ago or 2 months ago, asking, you know, do you want fixing or do you want smashing? And the way I see it is this channel has both, and that's the way I like it. But Wash Smash will just have short snippets for people who just want a bit of light entertainment, just to see what happens with YouTube. It doesn't take much effort to edit a Wash Smash video right down, but it takes a lot of effort to edit something like a how to fix video or a how to make video. They tend to take a lot of time. So that's what I've been up to. I fitted the concrete floor upstairs in the bathroom, and I fitted an interesting sink arrangement where you flush the toilet and it fills the sink with water. They're already in playlists. I think the sink one is already live. But if you've got any comments about my workshop, I'd love to hear them. It's a bit of a mess. It's got a bit of space in it, but you know, there's a bicycle to be fixed, there's things to be cleared off the bench, there's works in progress, there's stuff tidied up because I was using sockets and the tools yesterday. This is where I keep my sockets. And I was only ever given one set of sockets, that's this one. My uncle gave me this many years ago, and it was probably expensive at the time, but it wasn't a particularly, you know, it's not branded or anything. So it would have been expensive because it's, you know, got quite a few bits. I've broken the big ratchet on it in time, but put it back together. Or no, I think I got a spare one somewhere. I think I've taken this apart, but it was missing a spring in it, or broke or something. Something was wrong with it, so that's a new one. Everything else, I think, almost, apart from some of these tools, is original. And I've added these drill adapters, so you can use sockets on a battery drill. That's the only original set I've ever got as a socket set. Everything else, my mechanicking tools, is car boot sale purchases normally. job lots of workshops over time. It's taken years and years to build up. But that's what tool collecting and fixing stuff is all about. If you're interested, I might do a look in the drawers video. Something, I won't look at all those individual drawers, but it's mostly just screws and nuts and bolts. But if you're interested in any of these things, let me know, and I can easily make a video of stuff if people want to see it. If a few people ask, I can make a video, no problem. So you're up to date maybe, and you understand what's going on with the two channels. You understand why some comments appear early and some don't. And you know where we are at washing machines in the garage. Let's have a quick look outside. I think everything in the cellar is the same as it was in the last update. Outside I've tidied up a bit because I've smashed a few recently. That AEG is still there and I still haven't touched it. I've plugged it in, it didn't work, and it's just sat out on the ground here for a while. It's a washer dryer. I found it. Over here, will it wash? WMA 50. I'm still looking for ideas. I've had some ideas given to me, and the issue is sometimes that if you give me an idea, like somebody suggested, it might have been Cuba, suggested put dumbbells in it. I like the idea, I haven't got any dumbbells. So that's the trade-off. I have to wait until some come along, and I'm not going to go out and buy them. This Bosch hasn't got a motor, but I think it's too good to throw out, so I don't really know what I'm doing with that. It's getting a mouldy door seal on it now from being sat up. This Bosch is working. I can't even get into it. There it is. 24162. It's working, but nobody wants it, so I might smash it. This lava therm, people ask, do I sell them or give them away? Usually I give them away. This one I sold on eBay, and a guy got it for 40 quid, and he'd seen the links to the videos, so he knew what he was getting, that it had been fixed. We fixed the board in this one, and the buttons. But whenever he got it home, he asked me, should it be so loud? And I said, well, it's an old machine, you know. And in the end, after a month of being pestered, he finally dropped it off. He asked could he bring it over. He didn't bring it over. I would call him the next day and say, you never came with that machine. He goes, oh yeah, can I come now? I said, well, that's not how it works, you know. You've got to make an appointment to come and drop something off. So in the end, the point I'm getting at is, it's a load of hassle. Selling stuff's a load of hassle. If you give something away, you tend not to get it back. People very rarely return things they've been given, unless there's an understanding there and it's a friend and it's just a lend or something like that. But if you sell stuff, people are funny about things, and they're especially funny in the world of instant returns from Amazon and stuff like that, you know. People think you can return everything just because you change your mind, and I guess you can. Like I wasn't gonna argue with him, but it's just making the point that it's a load of hassle to sell stuff, and I typically don't. But I thought this machine was really nice, and he thought it was really nice when he bought it, but whatever, that's it, gone. The last detail. Go back inside where it's quieter. The last detail, if you've been paying attention to my videos recently, you'll notice that in the description fields of most videos has popped up an affiliate link to Amazon. And this is something that I'd heard about before, and I kind of had thought about doing for a while. I've always had a Patreon link, and nobody has ever subscribed to me on Patreon, and that's fine. I set it up, and I've never really asked anybody to. I don't put my videos behind a paywall, and I suppose I could if I wanted to. I don't like making promises because you never know what's going to happen with YouTube. I've been on YouTube for over 10 years, and it's changed quite a bit in the time that I've been with it. But another thing that has come up is people say, where do I get this? Where do I get that? And I thought, well, okay, typically I will say I get it on eBay or Amazon. So with Amazon and eBay, you can set up affiliate links, and I've set up this link. So if you see a link below a video and there's something that you think you want to buy from Amazon, if you buy it through this link, it may or may not give me some money because you've come through my link. Some things don't attract any money. Some things, I think really specialized things, go up to about 10%. But the point is that it doesn't change the price for the person buying it. It just means some of the profits that Amazon makes come to me instead. and I feel that I could use that money far more carefully than a single biggest shareholder of a company in the whole world. Maybe that's a bit of a statement. Maybe he's got a better way of spending money than me. So don't be offended by it. If you don't like it, you know, unsub, or just don't click on the link. That's the simplest thing to do. But if there's something you were going to buy from Amazon anyway, or something you were going to buy and it's the cheapest price it can possibly be on Amazon, then go and buy it. And if you want, and you don't have to, you can use the link. And I'd appreciate that. I think you'd appreciate that, because it'll ultimately, the money goes around in a big circle and comes to buy Variacs and washing machines and stuff like that, you know. The video I made when there was 20 washing machines in it, I spent over £100 on a couple of days driving around collecting washing machines to make that video, and to make all the subsequent videos of washing machine destruction. So it isn't free, and the money that comes in from YouTube ads is good, but you know, it wouldn't pay your salary, put it that way. So that's Amazon affiliate links, and maybe you understand that. And I'm going to look at doing eBay as well, but because I reckon eBay is better for smaller things. Postage is often better than Amazon, but I haven't set that up yet. So that's quite a long update video. Maybe you've been interested in it. If you like this kind of video, give us a like. If you'd like to see different kinds of videos, tell us about it. I'm going to make a video next with these mirrors. Thanks for watching. See you later.